The New World Symphony came to be because of a fortuitous meeting between myself and the remarkable Ted Arison. Both of us had in common our great love for music and our great concern for young musicians and the process by which they could enter their careers with the kind of dedication and knowledge which they need to have to be true leaders in the future of this wonderful art. And together we found a cause that we could both believe in and create this wonderful academy from which so many outstanding musicians have taken their place in the great orchestras and ensembles of the world.
Michael has taken a page from my father in his own devotion to educational concerns, and not only in the audiences, but among the musicians too. That's what the New World Symphony is all about. It's a fantastic combination of a school of excellence and a breeding ground for the next level of performance.
Because the New World Symphony is called New World Symphony, many people mistake what it really is. The symphony is the public face of an academy of music which works with postgraduate students in the most sophisticated way.
I think the reason why the New World Symphony is unique is that it is sort of the perfect middle ground between having just finished music school or conservatory and starting a job, which is what we're all sort of trying to do.
The way the schedule works here is very close to a professional orchestra. Every week is a new concert with a new program performed more than once. A lot of times when you're in school, you're rehearsing for, say, 3 months, and then you play one concert. And so what happens is you get very nervous before the concert because that's the only shot you get. Here at New World, we would rehearse for a week, maybe 2 weeks, and then play the concert 2 or 3 times.
This really distills it. I mean, it is pretty much the schedule you would have in a professional orchestra. Actually, if you can survive the New World Symphony, in most cases, a professional orchestra job would be a piece of cake.
Another thing that's really great about New World Symphony is the education program. I mean, most professional orchestras nowadays are really wanting people to come in and be able to go out into the community, go into schools, do chamber music concerts where you can really talk to the audience. And that's something that when you go to a music conservatory or any school actually, you don't really get training doing that. And so through New World Symphony, I've really gotten a lot. Every year they bring in coaches like the Cavani String Quartet. Susan Stauder comes and speaks to the orchestra. These are people who are working in the field every day, engaging audiences and really teaching myself and all the fellows here, you know, how it's done, how to get up and talk about music. Because so much of my time is spent sitting behind my instrument and keeping my mouth closed. So really, you know, getting out there and doing it with people who really know what's going on is really important in the training here at New World.
The New World Symphony brings young people together from the great schools, conservatories of the whole world, and puts them in an environment where they can be influenced by a wide variety of different kinds of musicians. Great artists coming from the Vienna Philharmonic, the Orchestre de Paris, the Russian National Orchestra, the Cleveland Orchestra, the Czech Philharmonic, the San Francisco Symphony and Chicago Symphony.
I'm Zdenek Makal, the music director of the Czech Philharmonic Orchestra. I must say very frankly that my principals from Czech Philharmonic Orchestra, you know, and they are looking quite closely, you know, and they know what is it doing music. So they were very impressed. And everybody of these 3 coaches, they are over years and years, I mean, I will say over decades, they are teaching in Prague. So they are not only great players, but they have a lot of experience with the teaching, and they were full of the praise.
Of course, when I first came, the orchestra and the conductor look at each other for about 15 minutes, and you sort of size each other up. And I had no idea quite. I'd heard, of course, the reputation of the orchestra, but you never know how honestly they're presented. Well, this was truly honestly presented. They are a group of extraordinarily gifted musicians.
The job market for professional orchestral musicians is very competitive and difficult. The chances that you're going to graduate and get a job are very slim. Here at the New World Symphony, there was when I was here, and I know there still is, there was a very heavy emphasis on audition training. How to take an audition, the things that professional audition committees look for, and how to incorporate that into your playing. That was of, you know, measureless assistance.
To be an artist is to take a risk on so many different levels. We ask our fellows to prepare meticulously for the moment when on stage they take the risk that brings music to life. And in fact, becoming an artist is an enormous risk on its own. We apply the same philosophy here at New World Symphony. We take risks every day. For instance, right now we're exploring technology and the role it will play in arts and education in the years to come, most notably through our pioneering work with Internet 2.
Internet 2 has extraordinary possibilities. Using Internet 2, we can easily audition people in any part of the world. I can hear how they play, what kind of sound they have, what kind of rhythm they have, what their body language contributes. And I can work in real time directly with them, whether they are soloists or chamber ensembles or conductors. It's just as immediate as my talking to you now, only with the excitement of the immediate feedback of a true conversation. It's magic.
We're very excited about a new project, a collaboration between Michael Tilson Thomas and Frank Gehry that we believe will revolutionize music education and music performance going forward. This facility will not only give us an ideal acoustic for unamplified performance, it will become the center of a global village, linking us with universities and musicians from around the world.
The future of symphonic music rests in the hands of our young musicians. As they invest these great masterpieces of repertoire with the daring, soloistic, musically inspired reading that is possible, they will not only keep this music alive, but they will bring it to a whole new generation of music lovers in a way that no one before ever imagined.